What's going on, guys? It's Charr here, and we're back. Early morning recording of Talking and Testing. Now, you may be looking at the title and the hero we're playing. This is my Marvel Champions custom content. If that isn't a thing for you, feel free to go ahead and skip this upload. But I'm kind of like making up for like a promise or something I said to do in the past that sort of slipped my mind here a bit, and I thought it would be a ton of fun to kind of upload on the channel. So in today's Talking and Testing, we're going to be testing out the Silver Surfer hero. Now, this is a custom hero made by my good friend Daring Lime. I'm sure you guys know him here on YouTube, but I remember we were in a call after recording a video some months ago, and he told me that he had this hero that he made that not a lot of people had really played or gave him feedback on, or even like there's obviously no video plays of the hero online at all. And it seemed really cool when he initially told me about it, kind of talked through how the hero worked, how he designed him. And it came back up in his Discord server the other day. I was like, oh, wow, I totally forgot about that. What a better time than any. It's been a time where it's kind of weird for me to find things to upload, mostly because I've been a bit busier than normal, but I thought this could be something really chill, laid back, and fun. And as someone who has done like game design in my undergrad in the past, I know kind of how it feels to have someone play test and see what decisions they make. It's all about the user testing, right? See what makes sense, see what doesn't make sense, so you can adjust and even improve in the future. That's kind of the goal of this video as well. I have a very rough understanding of the hero. I read through his cards maybe one time, but I'm still going to be figuring a lot of it out, and we're going to go through it before we get into the game here. If we have enough time, we'll probably fight Rhino and Klaw, and I think that's a good kind of, those are usually my testing metrics. Rhino, if I usually scheme out on him when I'm testing on Rhino to learn a hero, I usually just keep playing so I can figure out what the hero does, but something's telling me this hero might not have that same issue. So let's go ahead and talk about Silver Surfer. So if we're looking at his base stats, I think that it's pretty just strong. And let's actually move this stuff out of the camera for now, just so we can focus on the hero itself. So he has the Power, Cosmic, and Wanderer trait. And he has a setup ability to me my board, put the cosmic surfboard into play. So you'll start the game with this. As an action, you can exhaust the surfboard to change the hero form. I think this is an insanely powerful ability, especially in solo. You never have to take a scheming turn. And since he has 5 recovery and 12 hit points, you're able to flip down, heal, instantly flip back up, and you're basically ready to take a whole villain phase, even a depth and breadth of villain attacks. It's really, really good. When you switch into hero mode, he kind of has that one hit to his stats because he has 12 HP and 5 recovery, which are insanely good stats. He has 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense, power, cosmic trait, and it says cosmic power, kind of the inverse of his traits. Interrupt. When you attack or thwart, add +1 to that attack or thwart limit once per phase. And there's some fun flavor text. I know almost nothing about Silver Surfer, so I think it's also really good for me to test this as well, because I'm not going to give him any like thematic breaks or anything like that. It's just going to be purely off the gameplay and how I think it would work and how it's written. Hatred, fear, and unreasoning hostility have possessed the man's hearts, but the Silver Surfer will have no part in it. So this general even gameplay loop, I think his stats are extremely strong. Obviously, it's a bit weak in the thwarting, but he can always add +1 to any one of his basic activations or attack or thwart events. So you're always a 2-3-3, which is extremely good. It's also limit once per phase and not round. Very good. So I kind of want to go through his cards in order. So let me actually throw them in order real quick. This would be at the end. This is 3. This is 4. Because usually when you open a pack, you want them in the correct order because it's just easier to read through them, and you're kind of able to, what's it called? You're just kind of able to talk through it pretty easily. So I think this is cool. All right, I think this is in order now. So if we're going in order, for his first one, his 2-cost support is Zen Law. It's a planet. As an alter ego resource, you can exhaust Zen Law to generate 2 wilds, which is really good. But in hero mode, you can exhaust it to generate just 1 wild resource. In solo specifically, because you're almost never exhausting this cosmic surfboard. Oh, I didn't read the cosmic surfboard. It has permanent, he gains the aerial trait, and as a hero action, you can exhaust it to engage a minion, which is basically a multiplayer exclusive ability because we're only playing solo. We will almost never be exhausting it for that. So we have Zen Law, which is a resource gen that gives him either 2 resources or 1 resource. I think it's super good. especially because you can flip down basically for free in this deck because you can always flip back up with your surfboard. Here we have the identity specific ally Nova, who is Frankie Ray, power cosmic trait, 4 health, so it's 4 cost, 4 health, 2 thwart, 3 attack. I think her stats are absolutely crazy. Just on the base level, not even reading the text box, you summon a 4 attack and you swing for 12. 4 for 12 is really good. So let's just see what it does. As an interrupt, when you play a power cosmic attack or thwart event, you exhaust Nova and deal 1 damage to her. Add Nova's corresponding attack and thwart to that attack or thwart. So I think this is really good kind of as like a support to just buff up all your events. It kind of reminds me of like Miss Marvel's Embiggen or Shrink in a way. Also, if you Voltron her stats a bit, it just continually buffs up your events. Now we have a resource here, which is Cosmic Manipulation. You may exhaust a power cosmic character you control, and to triple the number of resources this card generates. So it doesn't have like an action or anything. I don't really know how resource cards are usually written, but I'm not going to get too into the weeds on the syntax. This is extremely good. If I understand you right, I can exhaust either Nova or my own identity, and this is a triple resource, so it's basically like meditation, except even better because, yeah, it's you may exhaust power cosmic character you control and triple the number of resources this card generates, and it's a wild. So this is a triple wild resource. It's like a meditation, but even better because it's not like a cost reduction. His 5th card, we have Event Horizon, which is a 3-cost event. This is similar to a lot of 3-cost event designs from what I remember. It's a power cosmic attack and thwart. It says choose a player, deal 4 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with that player. So it's kind of like, you know, an Ice Blast or the Spray Fire from Nick Fury. Deal 4 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with that player. For each enemy defeated, remove 2 threat from each scheme. This is an insanely powerful event, especially in multiplayer, because it removes 2 threat from each scheme. But you know, you can also buff the kind of damage this does, or even the thwart, if I'm understanding this correctly. So it can do 5 damage to the villain and each enemy, and then Nova can even buff it up even more with 8 damage to each minion and enemy. So it's just really good. It's a lot of ways you can go about buffing things. We have 2 1-cost thwart events here, Power Cosmic Aerial Thwart, and it is Cosmic Entrance, Hero Response. After you change form, remove 2 threat from each scheme, confuse an enemy. Confuse is super good in solo play. 1 for 2 is basically on brand, but you can always buff that once a turn with his like interrupt or once a phase. So you can do like 1 for 3, you can buff it with Nova as well. So it's just really good. And then getting a confuse in solo is awesome in case I actually want to stay down and get that extra hand. We have 2 1-cost events, Cosmic Flyby. After you change form, deal 2 damage to the villain and each enemy engage with you, stun an enemy. This one is crazy. If you exhaust Noah for this, it's a 1 for 5 on the villain and each minion engage with you, and you will be able to stun an enemy of your choice. This is an absolutely insane card. Speaking of insane cards, we have 2 copies of Cosmic Protection. Again, power cosmic here, so even if you're looking at this, team building exercise goes absolutely crazy in this deck. I'm not actually sure the timing on the hero response, so if that will work. So maybe something else would have to be. But regardless, Cosmic Protection is just an action, and it says heal 2 damage from a friendly character and give them a tough status card. That can be Silver Surfer because he's power cosmic, but also Nova, so you can continually use her to buff your events. Then we're on to 1 copy of Time Shift. When an encounter card is revealed, cancel all of its effects and then put it on top of the encounter deck. So it doesn't actually discard it, but if you get a really nasty, like, I don't know, Expert 2 encounter card, you can just cancel it. And yeah, that's it. I'm a really big fan of this one. I remember this. It's a 2-cost upgrade called Silver Skin. So it's the power cosmic trait. Silver Surfer gains Retaliate 1, and then reduce the amount of damage Silver Surfer takes from each attack by 1. So he gets like a damage reduction without even having to defend. You get that Retaliate. I love Retaliate. It's really good. And I think the cards that bring it all together, and cards that I will say, you know, looking from like a perspective of like the designers who make the game and a person who creates like a fan content, I think this card is absolutely insane. 3 copies of Power Cosmic here, 0-cost event action. Search your deck and discard pile for a Power Cosmic card and add it to your hand. So if we look at all the cards with the Power Cosmic trait, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I guess 12, 13, 14, but I don't know why you would ever search multiple copies of this unless you... It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you're like thinning your deck out to draw Exodia. Yeah, this card is insane. If the easiest, best comparison is like Cosmic Magic from Adam Warlock, I'm pretty sure that's what that card is called, where you spend one resource to add a card from your discard pile to your hand. This is free and it adds from deck or discard pile. It's essentially 3 extra copies of whatever you need at the moment. It's extremely good. It makes him super consistent. I'm glad it doesn't find his resource gen because that would be crazy, but yeah, it's just really good. So first impressions on him, he seems extremely strong. His stats are really good for what he does, and even getting that base +1 to his attack or thwarts are just really good. Oh, I guess I misspoke on the beginning. He can't add +1 to his defense, but he can add it to his attack or thwart. I printed these proxies out just paper, and then these are just like, as you can see by the edges, the energy, the double resources I put them in front of. You can kind of see them very slightly on the back, but as long as I'm not staring at my deck, it shouldn't be much of a problem. But seeing the retaliate, seeing his 2 defense, and seeing that there's kind of like, he doesn't really have ways to ready, so to say, but he doesn't also have to flip down very much. I thought protection would be a really good for him. Just getting the retaliate, the 1 reduced damage protection just seems really good. So what we have today is the precon from the core set, the protection precon, and we're going to be testing him out against expert scenarios because, I don't be playing standard around these parts. So at least for the most part, multiplayer, I'm definitely more down for standard, but we're just going to get this shuffled up and we're going to fight some Rhino and Klaw on expert time permitting. I'm just going to give my impressions of my decision making, how I would play through this. Hopefully I didn't completely butcher his design or anything by completely misreading something, but I did try to take the time right now, actually read each word on every card to try and understand how they actually work. I will double check when I actually play the cards that I'm reading everything I need to, but for the most part, I think I've got it. That's a really good shuffler. Let's go ahead and set Rhino up really quickly. It's going to start in stage 2. This is going to be in. Breaking and taking is going to be in. So this should be pretty good. He's going to have 15 health. Okay, so, the only thing weakness is this printed thwart is a bit low, but again, a weakness we're going to say pretty generally here. He does also have an encounter set, which I should go over before we get into it proper. I'm not actually going to be putting his encounter set cards into the deck because these are so much harder for me to actually make look convincing than the hero cards. So I'm just not going to worry about it. I'll just replace it with another encounter set if we do pull that out of the past. So we have Herald of Galactus here, which is give to Silver Surfer, change to alter ego form and exhaust your identity. You cannot ready or change the hero form. And then you spend a fist, a mental, and a lightning resource. Remove Herald of Galactus from the game. Pretty nasty. It forces you to flip down and exhaust, but you also have to take a 3 resource save. When you play Shadow of the Past, you get Mephisto, which is a Devil Elite minion with 3 scheme and 1 attack and 7 health. Stalwart and villainous, we cannot be stunned or confused. Mephisto cannot take damage while Mephisto's realm is in play. When Mephisto schemes, place threat on Infernal Meddling and Able. When Mephisto attacks, he schemes instead. So, the devil's always up to some scheming. We have Infernal Meddling. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile and set aside an arrow from Mephisto and Mephisto's realm and reveal them. Super nasty if you reveal this. Is basically Shadow of the Past again in a 2nd or 3rd deck pass. Force Interrupt. When Infernal Meddling has 10 threat on it, remove 5 threat from it and put an acceleration token on the main scheme. You want to get this down as soon as possible. We have Mephisto's realm here. As a hero action, we have to exhaust our identity, change to alter ego form, and discard this card, and has an extra hazard icon. And then deal with the devil are 3 copies of Deal with the Devil. Is a really nasty kind of treachery here. It says peril. So only you can, respond when you're revealing this. When revealed, choose one. I do think it's really thematic. Get +1 attack until the end of the round. Oh, that's really good. But then you deal yourself 2 face down encounter cards. So the end of the round would be, you don't even get to take advantage of it. So if I'm understanding this correctly, a round starts with the hero phase, right? So you wouldn't even get to take advantage of this extra +1 attack, and you just deal yourself 2 face down encounter cards for, the next turn. No, I guess they would still be getting revealed. So you'd get +1 attack, but you instantly get a double surge here. Get +1 thwart until the end of the next round. It says end of the next round. Okay, didn't read that correctly. Yes, he did. He did write it correctly. Get +1 thwart to the end of the next round. Add a 1 per player acceleration token to the main scheme. So I think in solo, the acceleration is probably better. But yeah, I think when you get into multiplayer, you just got to take those encounter cards. We're just going to be putting in visions. What's it called? put his obligation in here. We have the standard and expert set as usual, and we're gonna shuffle up. Again, it's just one of those things where I'm just gonna, if we hit Shadow of the Past, I'm just gonna shuffle Vision's cards in, and then we'll correspond the number on the card to, what's it called? The actual, card that we reveal, and then I'll pull it out from the side. Cool. So that's basically talking all through him, and we're gonna, play a game here and see how he feels. Take him for a spin. Shuffling this up. Rhino is classic villain here. Played him who knows how many times at this rate. And cool. Let's go ahead. We'll do it like that. We have 12 health, which is insanely high hit points. Really beefy over here on the Silver Surfer. Start on our alter ego side, and then we're gonna do our setup. Put the Cosmic Surfboard into play, so it is in play here, and we're gonna draw up a hand size of 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, Luke Cage, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we have some really good cards here. I don't know if we need Nova right now. Cosmic Protection doesn't really matter. We need Thwarting, right? Luke Cage can get us there, which is our basic activations, but Mockingbird can too. I do like Luke Cage, but Mockingbird I think makes more sense here. I just want like setup cards. I think we're just gonna trash 5 here. We'll keep the Mockingbird, and then we'll drop 5 more to see if we can 3, 4, and 6. So Power Cosmic does fetch us one of our cards to our hand, which is really good. We have a counterpunch here. We'll just see what we can do. Maybe we just play Black Widow. I don't actually know. Okay. I do hear defense against. So Power Cosmic can grab us. I wish we had like a double or something here to work with. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I guess we don't want to play Mockingbird because we want to be able to play another card with the thing we search off Power Cosmic. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to spend these 2 resources here. Get down Black Widow. As it interrupt, when a card is revealed from the encounter deck, we can exhaust and spend a mental resource, cancel the effects of that card, and discard it, and then reveal another card. We're going to spend Power Cosmic here. We're going to search our deck and discard pile for a card and add it to our hand. A Power Cosmic traded card. I guess we'll do Silver Skin, I guess is the best one we can grab here, because I don't really care about playing any events right now. So we'll just grab that. It'll give us some retaliate. It'll give us some damage reduction, so should be pretty good. We could have Black Widow help us take care of Breaking and Taken right here. I do love getting upgrades down on the board. We're going to spend 2 resources here to get down our Silver Skin. So now we have retaliate 1 and we take 1 less damage, which is really good. Honestly, I guess we could let him scheme. I didn't even realize that. Let's do that. Let's exhaust our surfboard to put us into hero form here. Yeah, let's go ahead because we can't stop it with Black Widow, right? We're gonna thwart for 3 here. That's gonna clear out Breaking and Taken. Black Widow's gonna take a consequential, and then we'll use our once flip per turn to flip back down and hopefully take advantage of the 6 hand size and like go to Rhino. Let's draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we got a lot of our, pre-con cards here and none of the hero cards. So let's see what happens. So it's gonna go up to 1. Rhino's gonna go ahead and scheme for a base of 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go up to 3 and counter card here. Sandman with toughness. Okay. And that's back to us. So we do want to definitely deal with that. I just don't know if we have great options to deal with it. So what do we want to do? We might need to Haymaker. It says +1 to an attacker thwart. So yeah, we definitely want to do that. But then what else do we want to do? I think we can just get an Armored Vest and Indomitable down at that point. So we're going to flip up here. Then we are going to just attack for 1 to break the tough. We're not going to use the response or the interrupt. Then we're going to do a Haymaker here, which deal 3 damage to an enemy. Let's target Sandman. We're going to use our interrupt Cosmic Power. When you attack or thwart, add +1 to it. So we're going to deal 4 with that Haymaker. Go ahead. defeat Sandman here. Then we're going to spend 1 resource here for Armored Vest, and then 1 more resource here for Indomitable. And we're just gonna ready up. We should be okay on the thwarting, I think, because what's it called? We do have something that we can exhaust and get rid of it if he hits an advance here. 3, 4, and 5. 2 copies of Power Cosmic, Counterpunch, Med Team. Okay, we have options here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, this is gonna go up to 4. Then Rhino's gonna go ahead and attack us. I think we're just gonna defend here because we have +1 defense and we get a ready. So let's defend here. Yeah. Go ahead and defend here for a base of 3. 4, 5. So he's dealing 5 damage. We defended for 3, plus we have our silver skin. So we reduce the damage we take by 1. So we're gonna take 1 damage here. And you're gonna deal 1 back with the retaliate, but also we can go ahead and play, I think, the counter punch in our hand, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and play the counter punch in our hand. After you defend against an enemy attack, deal damage to that enemy equal to your hero's attack. So we're gonna deal 2 more damage to him. We're gonna buff it also with our Cosmic Power Interrupt, so that's 3 damage because it is an attack. That's the wrong discard pile. We're gonna discard Indomitable so we can ready. Now we have an encounter card. A Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. So I guess Armored Vest is going away. And that's it. Back to us. Okay, so I think we're gonna do Power Cosmic here just so we can search out our identity specific ally. So we're gonna go ahead and add Nova to our hand because we have enough resources to play her. So let's go ahead and play her for 4 resources here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll go there. I think we're just gonna thwart off the main and try and take advantage of a bigger hand size here. So let's just thwart 2, 4, bring that down to 0. She's gonna take a consequential damage, and we're gonna flip down here and ready up. Let's draw up 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we have a couple cards we just drew into here. We do want to get our resource gen down. So let's see what we can do. Probably playing Nick Fury this next turn. He's gonna go up to 1. He's gonna scheme for base of 1, 2, up to 3. Encounter card, hard to keep down. Rhino heals 4 damage. Okay, so he's gonna go back up to 15. All right, it's back to us. So what we want to do for sure is we want to get Zenin Law down. So how do I want to play this? We could just play the Nick Fury first and then see if we get different cards. So we'll go... does our basic activation really matter that much? I'm going to say no. So let's spend these... I don't think we're playing Event Horizon. So let's play these 4 resources here because it says I can exhaust a Power Cosmic and it counts as 3 resources to play on Nick Fury. It's his ability to draw us 3 cards. 2, 3. Okay, we drew into an Avengers here. I think what we want to do is we're going to play Zen Law here for this double. So to come in, now we have a resource generator here for us to use, a double resource generator. So I think we're just going to end up doing that. Probably want to start dealing some damage, right? No, but causing entrance means that we can confuse him, which is good. So yeah, we're not going to deal damage. We're going to do Zen Law and these 2 to get down an Avengers Mansion. So that was a crazy turn we just found. And then we're going to Avengers here to draw 1 into Tenacity. Now we're going to flip up here, and then we're going to spend 1 resource for Cosmic Entrance after you change form. We're going to remove 2 threat from his scheme and confuse an enemy. We're going to use our Interrupt here to add +1. So we're going to remove 3 threat, and that's really good. Now we're just going to swing on him for 5 here. So that's 5 damage, bringing Rhino all the way back down to 10. And we're just going to ready up. He's also confused. I forgot about that. Let's go ahead and find the confused status and get Rhino confused here. We're going to ready everything up. We are super built out now, so it should kind of be like a hop, skip, and a jump away from victory. We've got an Armored Vest. Cosmic Protection. We have a Time Shift and Get Behind Me just in case we need to cancel a Treachery or something here. So let's see what we can do. Rhino's going to put this up by 1. He's going to swing on us. We're going to block with Nick Fury. That's just 3. And then we have an encounter card. Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this character, this character is stunned. Let's just have Black Widow take this one. So that's gonna be 3, 4, 5. Black Widow's defeated. So we'll get our allies in the next deck shuffle, and that's back to us. Okay. So I will say we don't have a ton to do with this hand. I guess we should have spent emergency. Oh no, the villain didn't scheme. So let's draw with Avengers, see if that changes anything. Cosmic Entrance. Not really. So what do we want to do? It's interesting. There's really no point in like stunning. Yeah, this is just kind of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think what I want to do is try and not deck out here so we can spend 1 card from our hand and then draw nothing. Just so we can deck out. We have a time shift and a get behind me in hand. So I think I just want to attack him for 3 here. So we're going to use our interrupt whenever we attack or thwart to increase it by 1. So we'll attack him for 3 here. And then we will... I kind of want to get the armored vest down. I think it's fine if we deck out. Let's just do 1 resource here for an armored vest. And then let's do... what's it called? Let's spend Zenla here for cosmic protection. We're going to heal 2 damage from a friendly character and give him a tough. We'll heal 2 from Nova. And she will get a tough here. Then we'll just have her swing for 3. It's going to break the tough. 1, 2, 3, down to 4. And I think we'll just end turn with hero interrupt. These are all hero interrupts, so if he schemes, that's bad. We'll just end turn here in hero form. That's fine. We'll draw up. Do I want all of these cards? I'm going to discard 2 here. And I'm going to draw up 3 more. 4 more. We get in face on encounter card. And the villain turn is going to start. He's going to go up to 2. We do have advanced protection here. And we do have a treachery cancel in our hand, which is good. So we'll see how it goes. 3 more cards. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Probably want to counter punch him here. These are basic activation. Our basic activation doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. This hand isn't amazing by any means. Okay. That is that. He's going to try and attack us here for base of 3. We will defend with our base of 3, 4, and then our silver skin reduces it by 1. So we take 0 damage. We are going to counter punch him. Oh, we could knock him to the next phase. I think we're going to opt to not actually... what's it called? Yeah, I think we're going to opt to not increase the damage because I want to play around the stun. Yeah, I think that's fine. I still want to play around the stun. We're going to not increase it. We're going to deal 2 damage back to him. It's equal to our attack stat. And then also he's going to take 1 from retaliate. Should bring him down to 1 health. And now we have 2 encounter cards. So, first one. Enhanced Ivory Horn. He gets +1 and he has to spend 3 fist resources to get rid of it. Crowd Control is 2, and then we can't throw it off the main. Okay. That's fine. None of those were worth canceling, so we will just save it. So if we're looking at this hand here, we're gonna Avengers, see if we can get damage or anything. Indomitable isn't terrible. So what I want to do then is we're gonna flip down, and we're gonna have Nova swing on Rhino here. She's gonna take a consequential, and that's gonna go ahead and knock Rhino to phase 3. He's going to come in with a tough, and when revealed, it's stun each hero. We are not in hero form, which is why I didn't want to knock him. So we do avoid that stun, and he comes in with how much? I think it's 16 health. So 16 health is here. Now we can use our alter ego resource. So we can do alter ego for 2, and then we can do I guess, med team for helicarrier. Yeah, let's spend the med team for a helicarrier. Let's go ahead and get that down. We have all of our resource generators that we could hope here. I think we keep the time shift in hand just in case. We're gonna flip up. Sorry, we're gonna exhaust our surfboard, which is our action here to flip up to hero form, and then we're going to spend. We'll just put a helicarrier to get down. Indomitable back, and we'll keep these 2 cards in hand and just ready up here. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we do have access to an attack event this next turn, which should be pretty good. So to go up to 3, Rhino's going to attack us for a base of 5 here. Let's go ahead and defend. So it's 5, 6 damage. We're defending for basically 4. So we're going to take 2 damage here. I'm not sure the timing on any of this, but I will spend the... Oh, I don't have a counter punch. Okay, never mind. I thought I had a counter punch in hand for some reason. We're going to defend here. That's going to take a retaliate to break his tough. We're also going to get rid of Indomitable here so that we can ready up after defending. And now we have 1 encounter card. Bomb Scare. When revealed, place 1 per player additional threat here. Going to come in with 3. And that's back to us. So he is putting a lot of side schemes on the board right now, but I think we're just going to play a risky here and just go for... just go for some damage. Just go ahead and play an Avengers here. He went into a double. I don't know how much that really matters. So I have a lot of resources, but really nothing to spend it. I should have trashed the power protection probably. I'm trying to see what I would do here. This is interesting because I'd want to thwart, but I don't have super easy access. Like I have healing in my hand. I have a double resource down here, but really nothing to spend it on at this point. So what I think I'll do is, I think we'll just go for a stun probably with the Power Cosmic. Let's play Power Cosmic here and search out the one that stuns an enemy. I think it's Cosmic Flyby. Yeah, let's add that to our hand. Because we don't actually have the kill here. But we can get him, we can chip him down into a kill range. I also want to deal with the threat on the board. I feel like I'm kind of just like stalling on that. Let's do Silver Surfer. Let's just thwart for, let's increase his stat by 1. So have him thwart for 2. I'll clear off the Crisis. Oh wait, I guess that's not how I would have done that because I still can't get rid of this. That's fine. We'll just have her thwart for 2 off of this, bring it down to 1. Actually, let's keep this at 3 and have her thwart for 2 off of the main. Then I'm going to do a first aid here to heal Nova by 2. And then I'm going to do a Cosmic Protection, setting the Power Protection to heal myself by 2 and gain a tough status. Back, I'm up to 11. Then I'm going to flip down and then exhaust the surfboard to flip back up. And then I'm going to spend Zen Law to do a Cosmic Flyby. I'm going to deal 2 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you. I'm going to bring him down to 14 and also stun an enemy. So let's stun him. And that's back to us. Or that's back to Rhino. Let's ready up. Still keeping these 2 cards in hand. 1, 2, and 3. Cosmic Flyby, Luke Cage, and whatnot. So we have some things we can do here. He's going to go up by 2. He's going to try and attack us. He cannot. Got an encounter card, Hydra Mercenary with Guard. That is fine by me. Okay, it's back to us. So, what do I want to do here? Cosmic Entrance we definitely want to do. 2 threat from each scheme. Oh, Cosmic Entrance would have gone crazy last turn. I should have done that. It's not just a scheme. That's fine. We're going to flip down. First and foremost, we're going to draw off Avengers Mansion to an emergency. We're gonna do an alter ego resource, spending those two. I guess we'll do a helicarrier as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to get down Luke Cage. He comes in with the tough. Then we're going to flip up with Cosmic Entrance, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna exhaust our surfboard so we can flip up and do a Cosmic Entrance. Let's go ahead and spend a Black Widow here. Do change form, remove 2 threat from each scheme. So it's gonna drop down on 1. It's gonna drop down on 1. And then confuse an enemy. We can confuse a mercenary, but it doesn't really matter here. We're going to have Silver Surfer attack. Oh, and I guess we can increase that thwarting. So actually, we'll just increase that thwarting by 1. So it's going to completely clear the main. I could keep forgetting about that. And clear Bomb Scare at the same time. Now we can start dealing some damage. We still have this time shift we're holding on to. We're just going to have Nova swing on the mercenary. That's going to knock him out. She's going to take a consequential. We'll have Luke Cage swing for 2 on a Rhino, bring him down to 16. Oh, wait. Sorry, use that 14, bring him down to 12. And have Silver Surfer swing for 2. We can't use our thing more than once per phase. And we're just going to ready up here. Okay, we should have it next turn. If we draw into a Power Cosmic, it's basically all but guaranteed. 1, 2, 3. I mean, Cosmic Flyby is also good. Okay, I'm just going to cancel the Stretcher. I've been holding it almost the entire game. So he's going to attack for a base of 4 here. I think I'm just going to take the damage. That's 5 here. So yeah, getting hit for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring us down to 6 health. 1 encounter card. I'm tough. Give Rhino a tough status. Sure, let's just time shift it. We don't really have anything else to play. We're just going to cancel all effects and put it on the top of the encounter deck. I've been holding it the whole game. Let's do an Avengers Mansion here. Let's see if we find something. We did not, which is okay. We can Cosmic Flyby here for a big amount of damage. And that's going to probably be the end of that. So let's do Zen Law and a double resource here for Mockingbird. That's going to stun him. And then we're going to flip down. And then we're going to use Exhaust our Surfboard to flip back up so we can play a Cosmic Flyby. After you change form, deal 2 damage to each enemy. So he's going to be stunned from that. He's also going to be stunned from Cosmic Flyby. Let's exhaust Nova and deal 1 damage. So it's dealing 2 damage plus her attack stat. So 3, 4, 5 plus 1 from Silver Surfer's ability. So we're going to deal 6 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to 4 health. He's also stunned again. We're going to have Silver Surfer swing for 2. And then Luke Cage's going to swing for 2. And then Mockingbird's going to swing for 1. So that's 4 down to 0. And that is Expert Rhino defeated playing the Silver Surfer. That was awesome. That was pretty fun. Let's go ahead and pick it up really quickly and try it against Expert Klaw. So a couple of things I'm noticing with the precons. His costs are low and he has a lot of resources to spend. So after he gets his 1 upgrade to the table, you want stuff to spend his cards on. Power Cosmic really does help you find those events consistently. Yeah, maybe it was just the way I was playing. I shouldn't have been keeping time shift in my hand. I guess it's Rhino. He doesn't have insane encounter cards, but that was pretty good. So let's go ahead and shuffle this up some more. And then we'll see how he fares against Klaw on Expert. That's the real test here. Let's go ahead, flip this over. And then let's go ahead and pack Rhino up here. 1, 2, 3. Gonna have all of these go here. Where is Breaking and Taken? Gonna take this out. Go like this, and let's find our standard set. Single advance, cut off guard, exhaustion, assault, master plan, getting up, advance under fire shadow, assault. Yeah, it should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yep. Okay, cool. We are ready to go ahead and tackle Klaw here. Let's put Rhino up really quickly. Claw's going to come out off from the side. Going to have 2 here. We start seeing counter deck for the Immortal Klaw. It should be underneath. And Defense Network also starts in play. We're going to shuffle all of this up. We discard cards until a minion is discarded and put that into play engaged with us. There's a ton more here that we want to keep track of. This is going to start at 3. It's going to start at 3. So we really want this Cosmic Flyby turn 1 because it's... I don't know if it's Flyby. It's the other one that removes 2 from each scheme. It's going to be super good against Klaw here. Clear out both of his side schemes on turn 1. And then hopefully just deal with the minion that's in front of us. Just keep shuffling here. And Klaw's going to start with 28 health because of the Immortal Klaw. I really do like the Cosmic Surfboard idea. The fact that he never has to stay Alter Ego is just really good. It gets rid of one of the main problems in solo, and you can take advantage of his Alter Ego support without having to actually stay in it. Just really, really good. So we're going up to 28 health here because of the Immortal Klaw, and we're going to draw... Oh, wait, sorry, we have to mill first. Okay, Armored Guard with Toughness. That's usually a good sign. So we don't really care about this guy right now. Okay, I'm going to drop 6 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't really like any of these cards. I think we're just going to mulligan 5. Keep the Power Cosmic because it can search basically anything that we need. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 2 Power Cosmics is a bit concerning. I don't really want that. Oh wait, it can search a resource to exhaust my identity. And then we can play Nick Fury and, yep, go from there. Or we can get Nova down, but... Okay, if we go Power Cosmic for the triple resource, we can play Nova. Power Cosmic for a triple lets us... For 1, spend Nick Fury. It's going to draw us 3 more cards that we can hopefully use to play. I guess we could also Event Horizon without doing all of this. But it won't defeat Armored Guard unless we swing on him first. For each enemy defeated, remove 2 threat from each scheme. I feel like Event Horizon goes crazy in value here, though. If we just swing on this guy, deal 4, 4, and then we're thwarting 4, 6. Ugh, this is a tough choice. I don't think so. I think we'll do a classic Nick Fury building play. Okay, we'll just keep this hand. I mean, we don't have a choice. We'll do Power Cosmic here to search for our energy, our resource here. Make sure I'm playing the resource right once I find it. You may exhaust a Power Cosmic character you control to triple the resources. Yep, should be. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and exhaust Silver Surfer here and spend 1 resource. I think it'll be the Med Team. Get down Nick Fury. When he enters play, we can draw 3 cards. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. On a Mockingbird. Cosmic Entrance, Cosmic Flyby. Cosmic Entrance is the one I was looking for. So I think we need to get our Silver Skin here. Because that'll stop us from taking damage from this Armored Guard. We can essentially ignore him. And maybe, do we have enough to keep Nova in hand? Do we have enough to keep the ally in hand? So we do these 2 for the Silver Skin. This for Cosmic Edge. Yeah, we do have enough to keep her in hand. Okay, let's do Power Cosmic once more. We're going to tutor our Silver Skin here. There it is. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to... Do I want to stay down? I am going to confuse him this turn. I think staying down is better, right? We get a bigger hand size. Easier access to kind of our events, and we can play her easily next turn. And I think we're going to stay down, kind of that similar thing we did the first turn. So we're going to spend these 2 to get down our Silver Skin here, gain Retaliate 1 and reduce the amount of damage from each attack. We're going to use our action here to exhaust Surfboard to flip us to hero mode. Then we're going to use this response, hero response thwart. After you change form, remove 2 threat from each scheme and confuse an enemy. So we'll spend Event Horizon here. We're going to buff it using our interrupt when you would attack or thwart to buff it by 1. So removing 3 threat from each scheme. It's going to clear both of these. So the Immortal Klaw and Defense Network are gone. I'm going to drop this down to 18. And then, what's it called? We will just use our 1s per turn flip to flip that back down. Ooh, I forgot we have Nick Fury to take advantage of. And he gets confused. We do have Nick Fury here, though. I think that's fine. We used him to build kind of anyways and deal with the threats on the board. So let's just have him ping the tough off of the armored guard and take 1 damage. That's fine. All right, let's ready up here. Oh, we're going to draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. That's to us. So it's going to go by 1. Klaw's going to try and scheme. He can't. He's confused. This guy's going to try and scheme. He's a scheme of 0. Counter card, Solid Sound Body. Klaw gains Retaliate 1. I wait to spend these resources to remove it. Nick Fury's going to leave play at the end of the round. It's back to us. So this isn't great, all things considered, for a Nova hand. I think what we should do is probably just spend time defending Klaw's attacks here and get down an Avengers. Or we could play down Luke Cage just for tempo. Just something consistent to swing on the bodies on the board. Or we can just play down Nova herself. Keep the Power Cosmic for anything in particular that we need. And it sucks getting like all these setup cards in the same hand. I think we just play the Avengers here. Yep, let's just for 4. Let's play the Avengers. It's gonna come in, and then we'll exhaust. Let's see what we draw into here. Oh, Cosmic Protector. Cosmic Protection. Okay. I don't think I really care about this card that much at this point. I think we'll just keep the Power Cosmic in our hand. We're going to flip up here, and we're just going to swing for 3 on the Armored Guard just to knock him out. I want to stay down and let him scheme against me. Still try and take advantage of that bigger hand size. I'll say sure. Well, I actually did my flip already. We'll just stay up. We'll just discard a card and draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. All right, we're gonna ready up here. So it's gonna go up to 2. Klaw's gonna attack us for 2 boost cards. Just take it here. 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna take a retaliate, and I'm gonna take 1 less from that. So I'm gonna take 3 down to 9. Counter card. Sonic Boom. Either spend these resources or exhaust each character. That's fine. We can be exhausted here. That's back to us. Okay. So I think we just play our Identity Swift Ally. That's Avengers, Imagineer, draw. Power Protection. Does that change what I want to do? I would say probably not. I say we just want to get our ally on the table and just have her kind of deal with threats on the board for us. So that's probably what we're going to do here. We haven't found our alter ego support, which, you know, can kind of hurt our economy a little bit here, but I think that's okay. Let's just Power Cosmic. What I'm going to actually say happens, I'm just going to say this is playing the ally. So we'll use Power Cosmic to fetch her and 4 resources to actually play her. We're just going to put her in a play from our discard pile. It's not like make the call. Technically, she went into our hand, but we'll just play it like that. So we have Nova on the board here. I mean, well, we have the Power and Protection in hand. We will just swing for, just throw it for 2. Why not? Take a Consequential here, and we'll ready up. I think I'm fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we do have our identity specific resource gen now, which is pretty good for us. That is good. Okay, so we go up to 1. Klaw's gonna attack us. Do we defend or do we just take it? I think we're just gonna take it again. It's gonna be 2 boost cards. 1, 2, 3. So 3 damage here. It gets reduced to 2, down to 7. He's gonna take Retaliate. This weapon's only gonna hit us, but we take 1 less damage, so we don't actually take any damage from him. And he's gonna take a Retaliate. 1 encounter card, Armored Guard with Guard and Toughness. So I just realized the Silver Skin kind of trivializes Klaw. Other than I do actually have to take care of these Armored Guards because they have Guard, but kind of trivializes Klaw because these guys just can't damage me. That's Avengers here to draw into another Power Protection. We are going to... Should we heal up here? I don't think so. I think we'll just use the med team. We're going to flip down just so that we can go ahead and play this double resource strength to get down Zen Law. Gonna come in ready. I wish this worked out in a better way. I guess, no, I don't have a normal double, and this is a hero action. So I can't actually play the Haymaker. I have to like make a choice. I would love to play the Haymaker though. Maybe we could, no. You go. It's a hero action, right? Yeah. Things don't work out exactly how I want them to here, which is unfortunate because it would have been a really good turn to just get rid of his solid sound body, but that's fine. Let's just spend both of the power protections to get down a med team. Going to come in with 3 counters, and we are going to exhaust it. And let's just heal ourselves for 2 here, back up to 9. I'm going to flip up. I want to do. I'm gonna have. Just gonna attack the guard for 1 to break his tough. I'm gonna have Nova swing for 3 on the guard just to knock him out. And I think we'll just keep Haymaker in hand and just ready up here. This should be at 2. The weapons runner will defeat himself this turn, so we'll just draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we do have a treachery cancel here in case things get dicey. So let's see what happens. It's gonna go up to 2. He's gonna attack us. We're just gonna take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna take a retaliate. And now the weapons runner is gonna hit us. He's gonna take a retaliate. We have an encounter card. Either spend these resources or exhaust each character you control. It's kind of like the same thing, right? If I just treachery cancel this. So if his activation deals damage, exhaust your hero. So we can play around that next turn. Do I want... I think we're fine. Let's just take the exhaust this turn. I don't think we're in that much of dire straits. I would rather just spend it to get rid of his solid sound body. I think we can get away with taking an exhaust here. So I guess we could have done a get behind me as well. It might have been worth doing and have him just swing on us. But let's just do it. We decided to do it this way. Let's do 1, 2. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3 Zen Law for a while to get rid of the solid sound body here. We can't really do anything with these people right now, so we can just spend a double here for Haymaker. We're gonna deal 3 damage to an enemy. Wait, sorry, let's Avengers first before we decide that. Emergency. Okay, that's not a big deal. Let's do a Haymaker. That'll be 3 damage to an enemy. Change it to 4 because of our interrupt. So bring Klaw down to 11. We are kind of low here, but we're gonna defend next turn for sure. But let's just do a med team here. Heal for 2. Up to 7. Yeah, and let's just end our turn here. Let's discard a card. Klaw has been swinging big here. 1, 2, 3, and then get an encounter card. So we probably want to cancel scheme activation if that comes up. But for now, I think we're okay. We kind of need to take advantage of like the stuns in the deck too, so you just stop swinging on us so much. 5. We do have a stun and we do have a thwart here, which could be really good to just lock Klaw down here. Up to 3. I don't know if I ever used the confuse from early in the game, but that is probably a mistake on my part. So he's gonna go ahead and attack us here. We will defend here for 3. Technically 4. Oh no, sorry, it's 1. So yeah, technically it's just 3 here. So that's 1, 2. Deal 1 damage to each hero. So we're gonna take the damage here, but we also take none from his attack. That's gonna retaliate him by 1. 2 encounter cards here. First one, sound manipulation. Klaw heals 4 damage. Sorry, take 2 damage. Klaw heals 2. Back up to 12. We'll take that. That's fine. Another one. Melter. Okay. Cool. It's back to us. So we'll do what do we want to do here? We will do we want to flip down for sure. Just take advantage of we can't heal and we're not getting into our ready cards, which is slightly scary. Let's do an Avengers, see if we can change that. Haymaker. Probably something we just want to keep in hand so we can just keep damaging Klaw here. So I do kind of want to be spending one resource for all of these things, so we'll keep the time shift as always. We're gonna use a last med team to heal Nova to full. We just want to keep her around. Just gonna discard the med team. We can't actually heal, but we can flip down here, and then yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna happen. We're gonna use our exhaust our surfboard for our action so we can flip up. Then we're gonna do deal 2 damage for each. We're gonna do when you change form, deal damage for each villain and each enemy engage with you, stun an enemy. We're gonna exhaust Nova to make this 5 to both, and then stun Klaw. But then also we're gonna do this in the same response window after you change form, remove 2 threat from each scheme and confuse an enemy. So we'll do that with Zenlaw. And then we'll buff that with Silver Surfer's Interrupt. So we're dealing 5 to both of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're also thwarting for 3. Since we did a 5 to both, Melcher's defeated. And then Claw's going to be stunned and confused here. So he is locked down basically for a good turn. And then we're also just going to spend this double here for a first aid. Let's just heal ourselves by 2 to 6. And that is back to Klaw. Also, she's going to take a consequential for buffing up the attack event. Just going to ready up. Still keeping this time shift in hand. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we have Power Cosmic, Time Shift. Some good looking cards. This can go up by 1. Claw's going to try and attack. He can't. He's stunned. We can encounter card. Radioactive Man. Do I want to deal with this? Do I want to deal with this? I'm gonna say probably not. Let's go ahead and spend 2 resources. When an encounter card is revealed, we're gonna cancel its effects and put it at the top. So we know he's gonna discard 1 card at random from our hand next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's time shift it. I don't want to deal with the radioactive man. Okay, that's back to us. Let's draw off Avengers here. Indomitable, that's pretty good. We want to actually recover here. Our health is somewhat low. Let's flip down and recover by 5. That's going to bring us all the way back up to a healthy 11. We're going to go ahead and exhaust, I think. Yeah, Cosmic Manipulation. Let's go ahead and exhaust so we can play down Black Widow. Then we're going to spend Zenlaw so that we can play down Indomitable. And let's just actually stay down. He is confused here, so we should be good to go. Let's drop 6 cards and hopefully start bursting down Klaw. Okay. Cool. We got some Tufts. We got some other things we can do. Looks like a good hand. It's going to go up to 2. He's going to try and scheme. He can't. He's confused. Oh, yeah. Why did I do that? Oh, we got Radioactive Man again. That's fine. He comes into play with us. That is back to us. Oh wait, no, I'm a genius. I knew I was going to draw into Event Horizon. That's why. That's back to us. So we're going to draw off Avengers here. It's 2 Cosmic Protections, which are good cards. Yeah, this is just a Event Horizon angle, right? Choose a player, deal 4 damage to the villain and each enemy. Then remove for each enemy defeated, remove 2 threat from each scheme. And this is like the perfect card. So what I want to do first, I think we're just going to play on Luke Cage. It's a classic Luke Cage here. So let's do Zenlaw to generate 2 resources. Spend both of the Cosmic Protections. Play down on Luke Cage. He comes in with Tough. Just really consistent card to bring us to the end game here. And now we're going to flip up. And then I guess Event Horizon isn't when I change forms, but we're going to flip up anyways. I'm going to spend these 3 resources for Event Horizon. We're going to exhaust Nova so that had Nova's corresponding attack to Thor to that attack or Thor. I don't know if her Thor gets added to this. There's only 2 Thor on the main anyways. She's adding her attack, so instead of dealing 4 damage to the villain each enemy, it's 7 now. Plus, we're going to buff it with our interrupt for 8. Huge swinging web kick, except it's AoE. 8 to radioactive man, 8 to Klaw. Oh, that automatically knocks him into his 3rd and final stage. I didn't realize he was at 7 left. He comes in with a tough here. And 22 health. And that's basically that. Do I even have Luke Cage attack here? Yeah, why not? Also, it's gonna remove threat because it defeated. Would have removed 4 threat because it defeated 2 enemies. We're gonna attack with Black Widow just to break this tough. We're gonna attack with Luke Cage, that breaks his tough. It's gonna take Klaw down to 20. Black Widow's gonna take a consequential, and we should basically have the game this coming turn. But let's see. Oh wait, we didn't even attack with Silver Surfer. So we'll just swing for 2 more onto him. We can't buff it though, because we already buffed our attack event. All right, that's back to us. Let's ready up, and this should be game here. Nick Fury is going to help us find it for sure. He can also defend a counterpunch, Indomitable. Yeah, I mean, this looks solid. Okay, it's going to go up by 1. Claw's going to go ahead and attack us here with a base of 2. Let's go ahead and defend with essentially a base of 3. So that's 1, 2... Oh gosh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 2 defense, that brings it down to 5, and then I reduce it by 1, brings it down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to take 4 damage here, but we're also going to spend a counter punch. After your hero defends an attack, deal damage equal to your hero's attack. So it's going to be 2, but we're going to buff it with our interrupt. So that's 3. Also, you're going to take a retaliate, so that's 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 from the counter punch, and then 1 from the retaliate. Bring him down to 14. And so that was his activation. Now we have his encounter card. Exhaustion. I'm already I guess I didn't actually trigger this, so I probably would have, but I already revealed the encounter card, so I'm gonna say exhaust your identity or already exhausted surge. The villain is gonna scheme for a base of 3, 4 here. That's really lucky for us. So this goes from 1, he's gonna scheme for 4 up to 5, so we don't even get a minion, any chance of an armored guard or anything like that. Cool. That's back to us. We're in Avengers here. Go ahead and draw a card. Power Cosmic. Okay. So I think we're just gonna have Black Widow just store for 2. Why not? All right, I guess it would be 1. I don't think we can actually get the kill this turn, but that's fine. What do I want to do? I want to play Nick Fury for sure. So we're gonna flip down here. We're gonna exhaust Zen Law to generate 2 resources and then spend 2 more. For Nick Fury, do I want to draw 3 or deal some damage? We can deal 4. And then we can deal 6. I don't think we have it. So let's have him draw us 3 cards. Maybe we'll find some attack events. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 Power Cosmic is interesting. Just spend them both here. I'm just looking for attack events, right? So I would grab Event Horizon, and then the attacking one, which is Cosmic. Nope, it is Cosmic Flyby. Yeah, so we'll grab those 2, and we should have enough resources to play them all. We're going to exhaust the surfboard so we can flip to hero mode. That'll let us play Cosmic Flyby. So after we change form, we're going to deal 2 damage to the villain and each enemy engaged with you, stun an enemy. So we're going to buff it. Let's deal 3 damage to him and stun. So we have some protection as well. Then what we're going to do is spend 3 resources here for Event Horizon. We're going to exhaust Nova here to add her attack. It's going to be 7 damage here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 4 health. And she's exhausted. And then we're going to have, yep, just enough for lethal here. We're going to have Nick Fury and Luke Cage swing for 4. Bring Claw from 4 down to 0. That was pretty cool. That was a ton of fun. Usually I'll talk about the deck list and do a cut or something like that, but we're not going to do that. Let's just talk about how the games went. So I think this is an insanely good upgrade. It makes playing protection in him feel like a lot of fun. You have the armored vest as well, so you go up to 3 defense, and then you basically have 4 defense because you take 1 less damage from each attack. It's just really good. I like that you don't, because it's 1 less damage from each attack. The turns you don't defend, you still have a bit more survivability. It's just really good, gives a ton of value over the course of the game. I really like this Nova ally, though I struggle to see If she gets stunned, I guess she can get stunned, she can get confused. I struggle to see how she's really functionally different. Oh, no, no, that's why. Because she buffs the attack or thwart of an attack or thwart event. If they hit multiple instances, that's where her power really comes in. So on turns when you don't have kind of multi-attack event cards, it makes sense that you can just thwart or use her basic activations against a minion to just kind of like spread out damage. Really versatile for, I would think a minion or like an ally like this would have 3 health, but like her stats are really good. Her effect is extremely good, especially for the events. He's a 1-cost attack event that's 1 for 2, but its AoE is extremely, his events are extremely busted. I don't know if it's above curve or anything like that, but the fact that they're 1-cost events that stun or thwart, and you think about like what is like kind of examples that are similar to that, maybe like a think fast and guardians to confuse an enemy, that doesn't thwart. It just, you take damage, you take a negative effect for it costing 1. These are his hero cards. They also get buffed up by Nova, or they get buffed up so that it turns into 1 for 3 thwart and a confuse, or 1 and 3 attack for a stun. Extremely good, extremely efficient, especially in solo where those are really strong. His alter ego support is absolutely insane. Mostly because he doesn't ever have to stay alter ego. We have our action exhaust the surfboard to change the hero form. The only other reason we would ever exhaust the surfboard is in multiplayer to get minions engaged with us, so we can either play Bring It, or we could do some AoE damage across the board, even with Event Horizon. Do a ton of AoE with Nova's help, and also do a bunch of thwarting around the board per minion defeated. He has a really cool loop. I think in multiplayer, he also turns into his own minion slayer, controlling the board, drawing off minions, thwarting things. Yeah, he's really a ton of fun, and that was really good. Obviously, I would say the unrealistic things are how efficient his events are in terms of like an actual design, but it was really fun nonetheless. I think maybe Power Cosmic is the most insane looking card. If this card, I feel like most of this seems pretty normal in terms of like a hero design. Not that it's not innovative, but like I could see it existing in the game. The only card that I can't see existing is Power Cosmic. This card would never be printed ever. Just this card just would never exist. If it did, it would be 1 cost 2 tutor cards, so you're going -1 resource in hand. Yeah, it would never cost it at 0, but I understand it's probably like a power set thing. You want a power fantasy of him being strong. Also, his stats are insanely strong. He's at 12 health. He does have 1 less thwart, but he can always buff that up with his interrupt. But 12 health and 5 recovery is also absolutely insane, which again is probably emblematic of how strong the Silver Surfer actually is. Cosmic Protection, this is a super good card. It's like in archetype First Aid, and I like First Aid as a card that also just gives you a tough. This card is really fun. It's like a meditation, except a bit more flexible. I could have done this to get rid of his Sonic, kind of like his Retaliate card if I wanted to, if I was in hero form. Time Shift is really fun. It's kind of like a way, it's in a Treachery Cancel. It's a bit more fair because it goes back on the top of the deck. So sometimes those really nasty expert set cards have 3 boost icons. So if you take advantage of a Confuse like I did on accident with Radioactive Man at the end there, it really got like a really cool showing of Cosmic Event Horizon, and yeah, that was a ton of fun. If you guys are interested in more like this, I'll leave the links to this actual kind of print document or his website where he made this hero down in the kind of comment section down below. I don't think this will be something normal for the channel. I think it was just some fun and kind of making up on a, not necessarily a promise, but something I said I would do a while back. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Goodbye.